As a part of data structures course, I would like to show you today how to design a menu driven program. Here you see a simple example for menu driven program for calculator applications. First two are the header files, as you know very well. Later, you are seeing four functions. These four are the user defined functions. Name of the first function is sum sum. Name of the second function is sub for subtraction. First one is for addition or summation. Third is for multiplication. Fourth is for division. So these are the function prototypes. That means these four functions I want to use in the program, right? And the important thing, main. This is void main, start of the main. Here this bracket means main is started. Here main, we have started with the main. This main is will be ended here. This is the end of the main. Red color denotes, here red color denotes the start of the main, red color denotes end of the main. End of the main. And come here, this is while one. While one. While one means always true. Infinite loop. This blue denotes end of the while. This blue color bracket denotes the end of the main. Now this is the switch. This is end of the switch. Right? This red bracket start of the main, this red bracket end of the main. This while one end of start of the while, this while is end of the while. This is switch is red color, start of the switch, this red color end of the switch. That is the main thing here. Now you see. Here enter any two numbers. That means always we want to add, subtract or divide any two numbers. So that's why enter any two numbers. We'll ask the question here. Those two numbers will be passed to A and B. Next, in the infinite loop, every time this will be prints. Whatever I have highlighted now, that will be appears to you in the window for infinitely many times. If you choose exit, then only it will comes out. So this one will be printed every time. So menu, 1 is for addition, 2 is for subtraction, 3 is for multiplication, 4 is for division, 5 is for exit. If the user selected option called 1, if the user selected option called 1, then in the place of OPT, the one will be replaced. For that also we have written two lines that printf enter your option. Then you entered option 1. That option will be stored in OPT. Option 1 will be stored in OPT. So in the place of OPT there is 1. Then case 1 will be works. At that time case 1 will works. Whatever the option you choose, that only will works. Remaining will not be activated. Remaining will be deactivated. So Here you have chosen option 1. So this will be activated. A function called sum will be activated. Then cursor moves from this place to that is the place called sum to the after main. That means this is a red color start of the main, this red color end of the main, I told you, right? So after the main, I have a function here called sum. This is the function called sum. Right? This is the function called sum. That will be activated, and two numbers will be added, and this is this function will give you a value that will be stored in ANS, and answer will be printed here. If the user selected a function number called 2, then it will be a subtraction. Then OPT value will become 2. OPT value become 2. Then here in OPT 2 will be activated. Then case 2 will works. Then the function called SUB will be moved. The cursor moves from SUB to the this int SUB entx into y. This is the function related to subtraction. If not, if user selected 3 multiplication, it's called multiplication. The user selected multiplication, then option is 3. Enter your option, that is 3. That is OPT value will become 3. Then case 3 will be activated. Remaining will be deactivated. Case 3 will be activated. Then in case 3, what we have written the code called MUL of AB. Then cursor moves from here to this MUL mark. MUL. So called MUL. So here MUL will be activated. MUL, the function called MUL will be activated. This function performs the task of multiplication and gives the value of ANS here. So the answer is ANS will be printed. Similarly, 4 means division. I told you 4 means division. So if someone chosen the 4, in the place of OPT, 4 will be activated. 4. So case 4 will be activated, remaining 3 will be deactivated. So in case 4, we have written the code for DIV. So DIV means here you have DIV. Right? So this function DIV will works. This value gives the division value that will be stored in ANS. Then ANS will be printed. This is the style of menu driven program. You see the output we got. Enter 2 numbers. I have given 2, 3. Then the menu will be displayed like this. Menu. This is the menu. Menu in the sense when you go to the restaurant, there will be given a menu card to you. And the person will ask you to choose something from the menu card. Here also the same. Menu card will be given to you with a list of options. You need to choose whatever the option you want. Option 1 is for addition, 2 is for subtraction, 3 is for multiplication, 4 is for division, 5 is for exit. Again, the system will ask you, enter your option please. I have chosen 1. I have chosen the option called 1. Then 1 means addition. So addition operation will be executed. That means the first function will be activated. So sum of 2 and 3 is 5. So the answer is 5. Again menu will be printed and enter your option. This will repeat it. That's why I told you which is a infinite loop, while one is an infinite loop. That means which does not ends. Infinite loop does not ends. It will ends when if you choose exit operation only. That is, if you choose at the time 5, whenever you want to come out from the loop, infinite loop, you have to select a exit. That means 5 exit. That means case 5. In case 5, you see clearly. Here I want to mention you important thing. I have highlighted this here. See, case 5 exit. This is a predefined function. The code for exit we no need to write. It is a library function like scanf, printf, everything, right? Okay, so it is a library function. Case 5 exit is a library function. User is not, no need to write the code for this. So that's why I have written the code for only the operations called these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sum, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Right? For the remaining things, suppose if you select the case 1, here you see everywhere I have applied break. That means after break is a keyword in C programming. After application of the sum operation, after it is executed, it should break from the case, particular case. That's why for all the things I have given break. So now you see ANS is equal to sum of AB. You please look into it. ANS is equal to sum of A comma B. That means sum is a user defined function. That means user has to write the code for sum. Sum is a user defined function. This function will have 2 options or 2 parameters, A and B, which takes 2 parameters. This function will take 2 parameters. 2, 3. What is the sum of 2, 3? 5, which is placed in ANS. That is the case. We are understanding the point. This takes 2 parameters. What are the parameters? A and B. 2, 3. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 will be placed in answer. So this is the function, takes 2 arguments, return 1 value. Takes 2 arguments and return 1 value. This is a function. Similarly, subtraction also takes 2 arguments, return 1 value. Multiplication also takes 2 arguments, return 1 value. Division also takes 2 arguments and return 1 value. Think you are, all the students are familiar with the function programming. Since in the last class in the lab we have discussed about functions, different types of functions. We used here takes arguments and return value. So here you see sum of AB. So sum of int x int y. These are A, B are the actual value, actual variables. Here x, y are formal variables. A, B, x, y are the same. So here x, y, x plus y will be performed and x plus y will be returned. That is x plus y, addition of x and y will be done and which is in the format of int. Return type is int. That is 5, the value 5, which will be thrown to the main function, which is supplied to the main function. After thrown the value of 5, that is fall into answer. That will be printed here. That is the scenario. For all the functions the same. Here also same. Subtraction of A and B. So here A and B will be subtracted, which is placed in integer value, that is thrown to the answer. For multiplication, for division also. As I told you, exit is a predefined function. User cannot write the code. right? These are the four functions. This is how we execute the things. First is the header files. Next is the function prototypes. Next is the start of the main. Next is the start of the while infinite loop. Next is the start of switch case. Right? We started first main, later while, later switch case. What is the latest one? Switch. That is to be closed first. Latest one is switch. That is to be closed first. After that, infinite loop, blue color, that is to be closed here. After that, main, which is red color, that is to be closed here. All are closed. Main is also completed here. But we don't know about some SUM, SUB, MUL, DIV. Regarding those things, we don't know anything. Those function values, those function definitions. Here, this is a calling statement. This is a prototype. Here definitions, all the definitions you need to write after the main. Without, we cannot write the inside of the main. Function definitions we can write outside of the main like this. All the four functions. This is called a menu-driven program for a simple calculator operations. This is the output. There are different test cases I have shown. Suppose a menu is here. We have chosen third option. What will be first option, third option, fourth option? Like this. Similarly, menu-driven program for bank operations. These are the header files. These are the function definitions. Deposit and withdraw. As usual, this is the void main, start of the main. This is the start of the infinite loop. This is start of the switch case. So switch case will be closed here. Switch case is closed here. After that, this is infinite loop is closed here. Red color. After that, this is a main will be closed here. Main is closed here. The entire program is completed up to this. After that, only two functions I have selected: deposit and withdraw. First is for deposit, second is for withdraw. You can add some functions. Just for understanding, I have given here. This is the deposit, this is the withdraw. Case 1 is to be deposited. Case 1 is for deposit. Case 2 is for withdraw. Okay. And we can have different outputs like this. This you can choose like a ATM option, ATM transactions. You can have some, we can add some more options also. This is about menu-driven program.